All right, so you want the inside scoop on AI for business, not just the buzzwords, right? We're talking about how AI can actually help you right now, today.
Exactly. And we've been digging deep into some fascinating material from QLM Business Solutions. They're really making waves in the AI space.
Totally. And they're putting their money where their mouth is, building and implementing AI solutions every day.
Which is why their perspective on this is so valuable. They're not just talking about the potential of AI, they're living it.
And they're seeing firsthand how it's changing the game for businesses across the board. In fact, they have this bold statement in their material.
Oh, yeah. What's that?
They're saying flat out that businesses using AI are just more likely to be successful.
Which really echoes what we're hearing from leading voices all over. Even the UK government saying similar things, that AI is a key driver of business success.
It's like a wake-up call, Those who are slow to adapt might get left behind. But here's the thing. QLM isn't just saying jump on the AI bandwagon. They're breaking down why it's so crucial, especially for areas like customer service and telemarketing.
And those are two areas where businesses often feel the pain points most acutely, right? Think about it. Traditional models in those areas are often loaded with hidden costs, inefficiencies that eat into your bottom line.
1,000 tiny cuts.
Exactly.
And that's where QLM sees AI stepping in. Not to replace human workers, which is a big fear a lot of people have, but to make those operations hum like a well-oiled and much more cost-effective machine.
Optimization, not elimination, right. Making those human workers even more effective.
Okay, so less doom and gloom, more like AI is our sidekick. I like it. But how does that actually work? What are some of the concrete ways QLM is using AI to make that happen?
So they have a two-pronged approach, really. First, you've got the AI-powered solutions designed for automation. Think chatbots, for example.
Yes, the chatbots. Everyone's talking about chatbots. But QLM is making some pretty bold claims about theirs.
Bold? How so?
They're saying their AI chatbot can generate leads or sales per month automatically. That's like having a salesperson who never sleeps, never takes a break, never complains about the coffee.
It's a compelling idea, right? Having your website work as hard as you do 24/7, engaging visitors, answering questions, guiding them toward becoming leads or customers.
Okay, that's a powerful image. But I'll be honest, whenever I hear AI-powered, my brain immediately goes to complex algorithms, lines of code I don't understand, and probably a whole lot of headaches.
I get it. But the beauty of what QLM's doing is they've made it remarkably simple, even for us non-techie folks.
Break it down for me. How does it actually work?
Okay, so their AI chatbot analyzes your website data, figures out what your visitors are looking for, and then engages them in conversation, answering questions, providing information, all tailored to their specific needs.
So it's like having a virtual salesperson who can anticipate what a customer wants before they even ask.
Exactly. And the best part, QLM says implementing it is as easy as copying and pasting a line of code. No coding experience needed.
Music to my ears. But it doesn't stop at chatbots, right?
Huh.
QLM also offers solutions that are still human-powered, but with this really interesting AI twist.
Right. We're talking outsourced call centers, virtual receptionists, all those essential services, but enhanced and supercharged with AI.
So it's not about replacing humans. It's about AI working with humans to create something even better.
Exactly. They call it strategically integrating AI to enhance human work. It's like giving your team a set of AI-powered tools to boost their performance.
Okay, I'm liking this idea of humans and AI working together. But paint me a picture. What does that look like in action?
Okay, so picture this. Your sales team is on a call with a potential client. In the background, their AI tools are silently analyzing the conversation, providing upselling suggestions, maybe even drafting sales pitches on the fly based on a library of past successes.
Whoa, it's like having an AI whisperer feeding them lines.
Exactly. It's all about providing the human on the other end with the information they need to close the deal.
Now that's what I'm talking about. It's like having a secret weapon against your competition. But it's not just about chatbots and AI-enhanced human interaction. QLM dives even deeper into this concept of generative AI, and this is where things get really interesting.
Definitely a next-level concept. Generative AI is a whole other ballgame.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Break it down for me. What is generative AI and why should we care?
So think of it this way. If regular AI is all about analyzing data, generative AI is about creating it.
Hold on, creating. Like writing poetry and composing symphonies. What kind of content are we talking about here?
Maybe not symphonies just yet, but things like text, images, even code. The possibilities are pretty mind-blowing.
Okay, I need an example. How could a regular business use this generative AI stuff? Give me a real-world scenario.
Sure. Let's say you need different versions of marketing copy for your website, social media, email campaigns. Generative AI can whip that up in a flash, adapting the tone and style for each platform.
So instead of me spending hours agonizing over every word, trying to make my Instagram captions sound different from my website copy.
Exactly. Generative AI can handle that for you, freeing you up to focus on, actually running your business.
Okay, I'm starting to see the appeal here. It's like having a creative team at your fingertips, but without the creative differences and arguments over the best font.
Exactly. Or the hefty invoices. And it's not just marketing. Imagine using generative AI to summarize those dense financial reports into digestible summaries for your team.
Ooh, now that's something I can get behind. Who wants to wade through pages of jargon when you can have a snappy AI-generated summary, right?
Right. It's about making information accessible and actionable. And that leads to better, faster decision making.
Okay, this is all incredibly cool, but I have to admit, it's a lot to wrap my head around. I can totally see how a business owner could feel overwhelmed by all of this. Like, where do I even begin?
It's understandable. It's a lot to process, and the tech is evolving so quickly. But thankfully, QLM recognizes that. They're not just throwing AI solutions at you and saying good luck. They actually provide guidance on how to approach AI strategically.
Okay, good, because I was about to have a mini meltdown. So what are some of their key takeaways? Give me the cheat sheet version.
All right, first and foremost, you need a clear business case. Don't just jump on the AI bandwagon because it's trendy. Figure out what you're hoping to achieve with AI. What problem are you trying to solve?
So no more shiny object syndrome, right? Figure out what you need AI to do for your business.
Exactly. And just as importantly, remember, it's not just about the tech. You need the right team in place, a solid data strategy, and a risk management plan because every new technology comes with its own set of challenges.
So it's a holistic approach, not just slapping a chatbot on your website and hoping for the best.
Definitely not. Think big, but start small. They recommend beginning with a smaller lighthouse project, something that can demonstrate value quickly and build momentum within your organization.
So dip your toes in the water before you cannonball into the deep end.
Exactly. And who knows, that first toe dip might just lead you to discover a whole new ocean of possibilities for your business.
You know, reading through all this got me thinking about this idea of future-proofing your business.
Yeah, it's a bit of a buzzword these days, isn't it?
It is, but QLM really seems to be emphasizing it.
And it resonates because it speaks to this reality. The business world is changing faster than ever.
Faster than ever, definitely.
And they're saying those who aren't adapting, those who are clinging to the old ways of doing things, they're going to get left in the dust.
It's like that old saying, adapt or die.
Exactly. And QLM sees AI as a key tool, not just for solving today's problems, but for positioning your business to thrive in a future we can't even fully predict yet.
So it's less about knowing what's coming next and more about being ready for, well, anything.
Exactly. It's about building a business that's agile, adaptable, and ready to leverage new technologies as they emerge.
Okay, I'm with you. Agility is key. But how does that look in the real world?
Well, think about it. The more we can automate those routine tasks, the more we can free up our human capital.
To do what humans do best.
Exactly. Strategic thinking, creative problem solving, building relationships. That's how you stay ahead of the curve.
It's like giving your business a brain upgrade.
I like that, a brain upgrade.
Yeah.
And QLM digs into specific industries where they're seeing this play out. One that surprised me was telemarketing.
Telemarketing? Really? I thought with all the digital marketing tools out there, telemarketing was dead and buried.
Right. It seems so old school.
Yeah, like who even answers their phone anymore?
But QLM makes this really interesting point. The human element still matters. A well-crafted phone call, a real conversation, can build rapport and establish trust in a way that a Facebook ad or a tweet just can't replicate.
Okay, I can see that. Human connection is still important, even in the digital age. But where does AI fit in? Are we talking about robot calls now?
No, not robot calls. Think back to what we were talking about earlier, about AI enhancing human work. That's what's happening here.
Okay, so give me the AI-powered telemarketing rundown.
Okay, imagine a telemarketer who has real-time access to a potential client's entire history with the company. Past purchases, website interactions, even social media activity.
So they can personalize their pitch, offer relevant solutions, all that good stuff.
Exactly. No more generic scripts, no more shots in the dark. And on top of that, imagine if that telemarketer also had AI tools helping them craft the perfect script, suggesting upselling opportunities, even predicting the best time to call to increase the chances of a connection.
Okay, so it's like taking the guesswork out of telemarketing and replacing it with data-driven insights.
Exactly. It's about making those conversations count.
It's like telemarketing, but smarter.
And less intrusive, which is important these days.
Okay, that's actually pretty fascinating. It totally changes my perception of what telemarketing can be.
Mine too.
Yeah.
And it's not just limited to telemarketing. QLM is applying the same approach, this AI-powered human interaction, to a whole range of customer service solutions.
Like what? Give me some examples.
Well, they offer things like virtual receptionists that can answer common questions, schedule appointments, even triage calls to the appropriate department, all powered by AI.
Oh, man. I could have used that this morning when I spent 20 minutes on hold trying to reschedule a dentist appointment.
Right. Think of all the frustration it could save. It's about making those everyday interactions smoother, more efficient for both businesses and their customers.
And I'm sure businesses love the sound of cost savings, too.
Oh, absolutely. They talk about how these AI-powered solutions can significantly reduce overhead costs associated with those traditional customer service models.
So less money spent on hiring and training staff, paying benefits, all that jazz.
Exactly. And they also highlight the flexibility of their model with options like pay-per-minute pricing, so businesses only pay for what they use.
Okay, so they're making a very strong case for AI as a smart business move. But how do we know it actually works? Do they have any proof that this isn't just hype?
That is the million-dollar question, right? And thankfully, QLM has answers. They have a whole section dedicated to case studies and testimonials from real businesses that have seen success using their AI solution.
Okay, now we're talking. Give me an example. Show me the receipts.
One that really stood out to me was this software company. They were struggling to keep up with customer support requests, like drowning in inquiries. Their response times were abysmal. Customer satisfaction was plummeting.
Oof, I can relate. Been there. So what did they do?
They implemented QLM's AI-powered chatbot on their website. The results were pretty incredible.
How incredible are we talking?
The chatbot was able to handle about 60% of incoming inquiries without any human intervention.
Wait, seriously? 60%?
Yep. Which meant their human support team was freed up to focus on those more complex issues, those that really require that human touch. Their overall response times decreased by 75%.
Okay, those are some seriously impressive numbers, and I bet their customer support team was breathing a collective sigh of relief.
I'm sure they were. And what's even more interesting is that their customer satisfaction scores actually went up after implementing the chatbot.
So not only were they saving time and money, but their customers were happier too. Win-win.
Exactly. And that's just one example. They've got case studies like this across different industries, showing how their AI solutions are delivering real-world impact.
Okay, so the proof is in the pudding, as they say.
And this pudding seems to be pretty delicious.
Now, from what I understand, QLM isn't just in the business of selling AI solutions, right? They're also really big on education and training.
You're absolutely right. And that's another thing that impressed me about their approach.
Because, what good is a fancy new AI tool if you don't know how to use it?
Exactly. They offer this whole range of AI training programs online, in person, all designed to give businesses and individuals the skills they need to thrive in this AI-driven world.
So they're not just handing you a fishing rod, they're teaching you how to fish.
I love that analogy. And they're casting a wide net, too, with courses for everyone, from CEOs and business leaders to, marketers, salespeople, even software developers.
So no matter where you fit in the business world, there's something for you.
It seems that way. They understand that AI isn't just an IT issue, right? It's a business issue that's going to touch every part of how we work. So yeah, everyone needs to be prepared.
That makes a lot of sense. So let's dive into these training programs a little bit. What kind of skills are they teaching? What can people expect?
Well, they cover a lot of ground. Everything from the fundamentals of AI and machine learning to more specialized topics like natural language processing, data analysis, even AI ethics.
Ethics? Okay, that's interesting. Why is that an important part of AI training?
It's a great question. And it really boils down to responsible AI usage. As AI becomes more powerful, more integrated into our lives, it's crucial that we're using it ethically and thoughtfully.
So thinking about things like bias and algorithms, data privacy, all of that.
Exactly. AI is a tool, and like any tool, it can be used for good or for ill. QLM seems to really recognize that, and they're being proactive about ensuring their clients are equipped to use AI in a way that benefits everyone, not just their bottom line.
That's refreshing to hear, honestly.
It is. It speaks to a commitment that goes beyond just making a profit.
Totally. So They're selling AI solutions, they're providing training. Is there anything else QLM is doing to really drive this whole AI revolution forward?
Yeah. One more thing that really impressed me was their commitment to research and development. They have this whole team dedicated to exploring new AI technologies, developing innovative solutions that address those evolving needs of businesses.
So they're not resting on their laurels, they're pushing the boundaries of what's possible with AI.
Exactly. Constantly looking for ways to improve their existing products and services, develop new ones that will give businesses a competitive edge.
That's impressive. It's like they're saying, we're not just going to help you keep up with the AI revolution, we're going to help you lead it.
That's a great way to put it. And it seems to be working. They're attracting a lot of attention from businesses of all sizes. And yeah, they're quickly becoming a leading voice in the AI industry.
So if you're a business owner who's serious about leveraging AI, QLM is definitely a company worth checking out.
Absolutely. They are clearly passionate about the power of AI to transform businesses, and they're putting their money where their mouth is by investing in the research, the development, the education needed to make that vision a reality.
It's funny how we started this deep dive, talking about AI as a way to increase efficiency, cut costs. Like that's the big selling point.
Sure.
And I mean, those are obviously huge factors for any business owner.
Absolutely. Those are often the main motivators for businesses initially drawn to AI, right?
Right. But I don't know, getting deeper into QLM's materials, it's clearly about so much more than just like saving a buck here and there.
It's about fundamentally changing how we work, what we even see as possible.
Yeah.
And I think QLM really emphasizes the human element alongside those technological advancements, right? It's not about replacing humans. It's about giving them superpowers.
Totally. Remember that telemarketer we were talking about, the one armed with all the data and the AI insights? That's not just about making them more efficient. It's giving them tools for like deeper customer relationships, more impactful conversations.
Exactly. And ultimately, yeah, close more deals, provide more personalized service. But it's fascinating how they're approaching it.
And I'm really intrigued by QLM's focus on bespoke telemarketing solutions.
Yeah.
Like that sounds so much more sophisticated than just like the old school image of annoying robocalls.
Right. And it is. They talk about collaborating really closely with clients to like really understand their unique selling points, their target audiences, even their brand personality and values. And then they tailor those telemarketing campaigns accordingly.
So instead of interrupting someone's dinner with like a generic sales pitch, it's more like a tailored conversation that might actually resonate with the person on the other end of the line.
Exactly. It's like taking that script flipping concept and handing you a whole new playbook.
Yeah.
Because, in today's world, people are bombarded with messages, right? They can spot a generic sales pitch a mile away.
And they're not afraid to hang up on you.
Exactly. And QLM really argues that AI is the key to cutting through that noise, and not by being louder, but by being smarter, more targeted, more human, ultimately, in your approach.
It's funny how the more things change, the more they stay the same. Technology's changing the playing field, but like in the end, it still comes down to genuine human connection.
I love that. And it's clear that QLM really gets it. They aren't just selling technology. They're selling a future where technology and human ingenuity work together to create something remarkable.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground here. We talked about AI-powered customer service, those chatbot powerhouses, the telemarketing makeover, and even the ethical side of using AI. But before we wrap up, I want to circle back to something that's come up again and again, data.
Always comes back to data, doesn't it?
It does.
It's the fuel that powers this whole AI engine.
Right. Without it, even the most sophisticated AI tools are basically useless.
Totally. And just like any fuel source, it needs to be refined to be truly effective.
Ooh, I like that.
And that's where data cleansing, analysis, governance, all of that comes into play.
So it's not just about gathering as much data as possible. It's about gathering the right data and then using it thoughtfully, responsibly.
Exactly. And QLM stresses this again and again. A solid data strategy is non-negotiable for any business serious about succeeding with AI.
Okay, so for those of us who aren't, like, data scientists, break it down for me. What does a solid data strategy actually look like?
Well, first, you need to understand what kind of data you need and how you're going to collect it in the first place. Then you need to make sure the data is accurate, it's consistent, it's secure.
So no more, like, dusty spreadsheets filled with typos and outdated information.
Ideally not.
Okay.
And then finally, you need a clear plan for how you're going to analyze and use that data to actually make better business decisions.
So it's a multi-step process.
It is.
But it sounds like a worthy investment.
Absolutely, because here's the thing. In the age of AI, data isn't just information, it's a competitive advantage.
So if you've got this gold mine of data just sitting there, AI is the key to unlocking its true potential.
You got it. But like any gold rush, you need the right tools and strategies to, strike it rich.
That is a great analogy. Well, I think that's a perfect place to maybe wrap things up as we kind of wrap up our deep dive into AI for business.
Yeah.
Any final nuggets of wisdom for our listeners to keep in mind as they navigate this exciting, always evolving landscape?
I think, first and foremost, don't be afraid to dive in. The AI revolution is here, and those who embrace it are going to be the ones who thrive.
No more burying your head in the sand.
Exactly. Second, I think, remember that AI is a tool, and it's most effective when it's used strategically and thoughtfully to achieve those specific business goals.
Find the right tool for the job, not just the shiniest one.
Exactly. And then finally, and maybe most importantly, never underestimate the power of human ingenuity. AI can automate tasks, it can provide insights, but it's human creativity, empathy, ingenuity that will ultimately drive true innovation and success.
I love that. As we enter the age of AI, lead with our humanity. And on that note, that is a wrap on this deep dive into AI for business. Hopefully you found it insightful, maybe even a little inspiring. Until next time, keep exploring, keep innovating, and keep asking those big questions.